Moist. Moist, 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 moist.
Are we jamming, chat? Are we jamming? You like the music? I'm feeling it right now. Hello, hello. Let me fix my OBS a little bit. Hi. Okay, let's see if this is all working. I had to fix a few things. There was a lot of things that we were trying to make work, and hopefully they're working. I actually have vertical set up on YouTube now, so if you're over here on the shorts, you can see me over on YouTube Shorts. In case your attention span is short. Okay. Everything seems okay. Nothing's dying. Nothing's frying. Let's move on over. Hello? Huh. Where the fuck is my mouth? Oh, there it is. Hi. What? Wait, what? Sorry, I have a short attention span. Well, perfect. You can watch me on Shorts. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? You vanished? Look, I was hitting a lot of buttons because my Stream Deck wasn't working, but nah, everything's working now, I think. Let's hope. Let us hope, let us pray that everything is a-okay. But how's everyone doing today? Wow, that all rhymed. Holy shit. So you have a toggle to silence yourself? Maybe. Yeah. Well, Chibi tells me to shut up all the time, so I thought, why not just make it permanent, you know? Good, relaxing now after getting a lot of cleaning done. Oh, that's good, Bexy. Shut up. See, there she is. Wow, the timing. Haha, impeccable. El Dando, LU. Why are you speaking Spanish? I swear to God, I'm removing this redeem. I'm removing this redeem. It's always immediate. You can't? What do you mean I can't? You don't want to be kawaii desu? Look, there's gonna be times where I'm trying to make a YouTube intro or something like that, because I'm trying to be better at that. And I know you guys are gonna hit the button. You guys are gonna hit the button every time. You guys are gonna hit the goddamn button. And I'm gonna be like, and it's gonna really mess up my mojo, mess up my flow. Mess up a lot of things. Mess up my mojo and my flow. For sure. Wow, I'm like rhyming a lot today. Man, this is the rap episode. I spit on everything. VTubers can't rap. You don't know that. You don't know that. Though I don't actually know if I know a VTuber that does rap. Is this an untapped market? Is this where I'm going to shine and where my career is going to take me now? Haha. Oh yeah, Fen, I think that only works over on the Doodle Demons Twitch, which we are now affiliated on, and so we will have things on there now. We can do more things on there now. We can have like channel points and redeems and stuff. Cause we're affiliated on Doodle Demons with the Z over on Twitch. Make sure to follow. See, I'm being a good streamer today. Congrats, thank you. It's because of viewers like you. Did you just shout out Doodle Demons? Funny enough, if you actually type in exclamation point DD, it will link you to our Doodle Demon stuff. Yeah, like that. There you go. Make sure to follow us on Doodle Demons, because we're the doodliest of demons. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Oh, guys, it was a day today. I need to tell you guys what kind of day it was. Okay. I had to pick my wife up from the airport just now, and they opened like a new road that like kind of cuts a chunk of the drive off by like 5 minutes. So I was excited. I was like, yes, I get to cut off 5 minutes off of my commute to go pick up my wife from the airport, because I'm good husband. I pick up my wife almost every time from the airport. Okay, so I went over there, and I was getting to that new road, and right as I'm approaching the fucking road, like one of those trucks that had like 9 cars, like it's carrying the like 9 cars. It's like transporting a bunch of cars. Tried to make the turn, couldn't make it because it's kind of a narrow road, and just blocked the entire thing. I was like, well, shit. So I had to keep going straight, and in my haste, I had to try to type in the directions to the airport. And you would think just typing in airport into your GPS would just take you to the airport, right? Right? Nope. This motherfucking thing took me to the private airport, which is in the very, very back side of the main airport. It's like the very... It's basically on the other side, which is like an extra 10 minutes in the opposite direction. I'm like, why the fuck am I going so far? Why am I going so far? And then I realized, oh no. No. So, what was supposed to be 5 minutes shorter on my commute turned into an extra 25 minutes. So, but my wife was fine. She bought herself a boba, and she was just like, you know, sitting on a bench, kicking her legs. I hope you guys are doing okay today. Hope you guys are doing better than me and that car truck driver. Yo, Dan, you got my money? I don't have any money. What do you mean? Every time a new road gets added here, it's not worth it because everyone tries to take it and adds like 20 plus minutes. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Oh, stupid. Stupid Dando. Wait. Oh, stupid. Oh, okay. Okay, now I have the combined chat. There we go. Now I see everyone. I see everyone. I see all of you now. Okay, now I can see you guys on YouTube as well. I don't know if there's anyone on YouTube, but I can see you on YouTube. Hooray. Why the barrel? Why the barrel? Oh, thank you for everyone that stopped by yesterday for the Overwatch stream. I didn't really plan on streaming, but I did get bullied into streaming that day. So I didn't really promote it or anything. So if you were here, thank you for being there. That was really fun and chaotic. And we got mostly victories until Chibi kept wanting to do one more game, and then we just kept losing from that point. So I blame Chibi. You owe me a sub for finding your fuck up on one of your past streams. I don't even recall what the fuck up was. I fuck up everything. Chat, he was supposed to watch my video I made for Dual Demons, but he said mean things and didn't watch it. That is completely not true. I will release the DMs. Okay? I have been going nonstop today. Okay? I basically woke up, started editing, immediately went into commission work, and then immediately picked up my wife, and then I had to go here right to stream stuff. I had to set up vertical for stream, which was a pain in my ass. Okay? I've had zero time, Chibi. I have no time for your nonsense. Your nonsense and your I almost said blasphemy. What's the word? Not larceny. What's the word when you're making up lies about me? What's that one? What's the lie one? What's slander. Thank you. God. Brain worky brain. Worky brain. Hello, worky brain. I'm working. Treachery? Besmirch? I like besmirch. How dare you besmirch me, Chibi? Busy Demon Man. I am Busy Demon Man. Damn, I tried to back you up, Danda. What do you mean? You should always be backing me up. You should always back me up. I'm the most backable. I got the biggest back in all of VTuberdom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, nothing to do with big backs, but this is a weird transition. But bro, you know what happened? What happened? I don't really like to talk about it too much, except for with my close group of friends. But this was really exciting. Do you guys know who Siri is? Do you guys know who Siri is? They make a lot of like Valorant. Well, it's not so much Valorant anymore, but it's like Sora Siri. You guys know who that is? They followed me. They followed me. They followed me on TikTok and on Twitter, and I was really excited. And then I DM'd them on the off chance that they might see it, and then they DM'd me back, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I was like, oh, that's so cool. They DM'd me back, and they said, congrats for almost getting 100K on TikTok. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And I'm trying to keep it cool, but it's hard. She's one of my Oshis. Yeah, she's very fun. I loved her content, especially when it was like Pine and Siri. That's where I watched a lot of their videos. Yeah, very fun, very fun. It's always nice when a big creator like notices you. You're like, oh my god, hello. I'm just a little guy over here. Hi, how's it going up there? Oh, like when Zentrea followed me, that was pretty fucking cool. I was like, hello. Literally, because you big dragon. Hello. Ha ha. Ha ha. YouTube intro. I haven't even started. I haven't started the YouTube stuff. I'm just kicking it with you guys. I thought of this like idea when it comes to my streams. I don't have to make the whole thing a YouTube video. I could just make like a chunk of it, especially if I'm doing art. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just make a chunk of the video like educational, and I'll turn that part into a YouTube video. I don't gotta be like on YouTube-ness the whole time. I can't. I'm too stupid. So right now it's just you and me, chat. Don't worry, I won't put this on YouTube. You can say whatever you want. Say whatever you want, chat. Come on, do it. Say whatever you want, chat. Don't worry, I won't put you on blast on the internet. Don't worry. You can say 6'7", motherfucker. Fuck. 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 God damn it, Finn. I'm kicking you off the Pal World server. I'm going to your base and I'm demolishing it. I do kind of want to play again. I kind of want to play on that server again. I haven't been able to play. I've been too fucking busy, guys. I've been too fucking busy. Okay? Busy with lots of things. Okay? With Doodle. Like, this is the busiest I've ever fucking been in my entire life. I have Doodle Demons. I have my commissions. I gotta stream. I gotta make content. I gotta fucking make my own YouTube videos. I gotta take care of a little dragon that won't leave me alone. I'm not playing Pal World right now. Go. Go eat your food. Go eat your food. Go. I said Pal World too loud and I attracted my wife over here. I gotta be careful. Wait, but that's also your base? Wait, did you join our guild? Oh, wait. Never mind. I forget. I have like multiple playthroughs and I can't remember which ones I've... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right. Whoops. Whoopsies. Well, you know what? I'll break it down anyway so I can build a new one. Yep. I just want to build like a really cool base. That's all I want to do. I just want to build a base, bro. On my playthrough with my wife, she like maxed herself out. Well, Chibi! Jesus. What are you doing? Jeez. Chibi, what are you doing here? This is not your stream. You can't just throw yourself at my screen, okay? God. But yeah, over on my playthrough, my wife beat the game basically. Or no, I guess not. Maybe beat the game. She beat the whale, right? Who's like one of the big bosses. Like, she was having a real hard time beating that dang whale. She couldn't beat him. She just couldn't beat him. She's on controller as well, which makes it a little bit more difficult in my opinion. And then, It wasn't until I got back and I was like coaching her like during that she finally beat the whale. So, you know, she had to get some help from the the gamer. The big, strong gamer. Okay, that time you used the redeem perfectly. Good job, chat. See, that's good timing with this toggle. That's how you do it. Okay, not when I'm doing a YouTube intro. Okay? Good job, Matt. Good job. You get some head pats. That was splendidly done. Splendid. That was good. That was great. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing job, Matt. Amazing job. I should add a tongue to this. Yeah, I need to add a tongue to that. There's so much game it has an end. Well, it's like, it's like a final boss kind of thing. You know, it's like the big bad boss.
Yet another.
Honestly, the game can go for as long as you fucking want. Lils, hi Lils, thank you so much for the 12 months. It's our anniversary. Wait. Yeah, anniversary. Wait. Why does that one say 12? This one says 10.
Hellions. Ads will be
I'm
starting
confused.
soon.
I think I'm gonna listen to this one on OBS. Hey, for the 12 months. Thank you. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. 12 months up, 10 month streak. Oh, is that what it was? Well, either way, congratulations. We got to our anniversary, kind of, or something. Yeah. That's a year of supporting this. That's some good life choices right there. Okay, I'm in a barrel now. Okay, well. You're beautiful. Thank you. I know. I am quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Also, guys, thank you for supporting over on Doodle Demons on a lot of things. Okay, I see you guys commenting. I see you guys liking. I see you guys subscribing and following and everything. So I appreciate you supporting me and Chibi and our very crazy. No, what's the word? Our endeavors. Okay. This is it's a lot of work. Me and Chibi are trying our absolute best to cook as much as we can. It's a lot of work, but we're having a lot of fun with it. It's like our little passion project. So, and also if we get better at making the YouTube videos over on Doodle Demons, hopefully that will make it so that we're also better at making YouTube videos on our separate channels. So make sure to follow us on everything. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We got ads in a few minutes. After that, we're going to get on to what we're doing for the day. Okay. We're going to be working on Rise, starting soon screen, but I'm going to give away a lot of my art secrets. So if there's any artists in the chat that want to learn my secrets today, today's the day. Especially if you're interested in like possibly making like animations on Live 2D, or if you have any aspirations of making VTuber models. Right, some of the stuff that I talk about today can kind of help a little bit too. Ha, Valken, you're in here. You might want to stick around for all the secrets I'm dropping. Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit more about like different techniques that I use and different settings and all this kind of stuff that you can steal for yourself and use for all your own art creations, which will make it so that hopefully I can help you guys level up in some sort of way. Okay? What happened to the ad? Did someone dismiss it? Mods, did one of you dismiss the ad? I swear to God, mods, if you dismissed the ad, you ruined my chance to pee. Wow. I'm locked in because I'm having some serious art woes as of late. Oh, I get it, man. I get it. That was me like a month ago, bro. I get it. I would say try some different shit. Try some different shit. Right? Or just stop drawing for a bit and just start appreciating some art. That can help too. Like for me, what got me out of it is like out of my little bit of an art block is I always forget how to say this guy's name. It's like Sorai or something like that. I saw him do like a really painterly style.
Loyal
Sorry, I'm thinking for the 24 months. Oh my gosh, 2 years. Thank you. Oh my god, it's 2 years. It's our anniversary. What'd you get me? Waiting. But yeah, like I was saying, like what got me out of it was I saw this guy doing kind of this like painterly style where he's like really loose with it. I'm like, dude, that looks so much fun. It just looked genuinely fun to do it that way. So I decided to just try it that way. And I was like, oh, wow. This is really cool. And that's when I made like a bunch of like my friends as like those little beach VTubers and everything. And that was really fun. All right. So sometimes you just got to find the fun in it again. My issue right now is that I can barely draw anything at all. I was going to work on a new PNG for myself and I couldn't even make something for me. Yeah, but it's because that's still like a work thing for you. Right? Draw something stupid. Right? Because right now, even drawing a PNG for yourself probably is not fun right now. Draw something dumb. Draw a fucking pig just ass first into a fucking peach cobbler. Just draw the dumbest things. Draw a SpongeBob Yowie. Okay? We're gonna run the ads. That's a great time to run an ad. Draw a SpongeBob Yowie. Ads. All right, I gotta pee. Let me at least get the art up. Yeah, I'm back. Oh my god, I'm not. I thought I was live on TikTok this whole time. I am not. What the hell? What the helly? Go live. Alright, I get it. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, now let's get that one going, and ha! I'm back. Okay. Okay, so that should be good. Okay. Almost out of the ads. Oh, perfect. We have like 40-ish seconds yet. Once we're back from the ads, we'll kind of get started with some of the stuff from today. But you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek of the art that we've been working on. If you are subbed, or if you're over on YouTube or some other streaming platform, you get a sneak peek. Lucky you. Usually you have to pay for this. Ugh. Oh, my freaking neck, dude. All this traveling has been rough on my neck. I'm not sub, but somehow I got no ads. Well, you're just a lucky duck, aren't you? You're just a
The
lucky
Hellions are back
freaking
from
duck.
ad purgatory.
You know what? You just take that blessing and move on, I guess. You know what I mean? All right. I think we're good to go. All right. Up. All right. So I was commissioned by my friend Rybite to work on their starting soon screen animation. And I wanted to show you guys some different techniques I used here so you guys could maybe use them in your own process. All right. With this piece, Rye kind of gave me this sketch to go off of. Bada boom. There we go. Yeah. So this is like the rough kind of sketch that Rye gave me to kind of go off of. And honestly, this kind of was a pretty good starting point. I already got a very clear picture of like what she was looking for. Rye's also an artist, right? Go follow Rye if you want to see if you want to see cute anime girl. Sometimes she does art too, but she's actually a talented artist as well. But she just gave me like a really rough one for this one, right? And this is all for her like a fish like her like first big girl model that isn't like a pixel model. That's gonna debut in September. All right, so that's what this one is. Okay. So based off of this sketch, what I made was this one initially. Let me get rid of this first. Okay, so this was actually the first sketch right here. Overall, not bad. It kind of matched up with this one a little bit, right? It's pretty close in terms of the perspective and everything, but the problem with this one was that it almost looked like we were more focused on the environment than we were on Rye. And this is like her debut and it's her starting soon screen. We want more of the attention on Rye, right? Because if you look at Rye, like the relative size of her and then like how much of the background that you see, you can see that she's like really sharing the space with like all the other elements. Also, you know me, I can't help myself. I am gonna make a version where I'm like peeking my little head out or something like that. She told me to give her both versions in case she doesn't like me doing it, I guess. Yeah, so there's a lot more background in this one, right? So it really pulls the attention away from her. So we had to kind of redo it. And as you can see with this one, right, we really pushed the perspective, which was a challenge for me to like try to figure out how the perspective works, right? The background is way less of the canvas. It just kind of, I use the background more as like a framing tool, right? So the bushes all kind of like draw this line towards right here. And then these little trees over here will also do the same thing. I may have some like clouds and stuff on the very top. I don't even know if I'll have clouds. We'll see. And it's almost like we're in the water. So this is her little mascot. They're called Rybros. So we're like almost as if we're one of the Rybros just like floating in the water and stuff. Okay. But this one's much more focused on her. She takes up way more of the canvas, way more close up. So we went with this one because it kind of fits the parameters that we're looking for a little bit more. Okay. Damn, is Dando cooking? I'm trying to cook. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but when you do this kind of work, something that I wish I did a little bit better was more thumbnailing. Because I made this sketch and then I immediately made this sketch, right? And the problem with that is you don't get to like work out your ideas as much. So thumbnailing is something that
Welcome
you
to
definitely
hell.
should be.
Today's
doing
weather
more
is
of.
holy hellfire, it's hot.
VTuber Gripper Fanatic just followed. How did you find me? Oh my my god! Oh my god! That's so fucking funny. I can't believe VTuber Gripper Fanatic found me as I had this open. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway. But yeah, usually when you're doing these pieces, you definitely want to be thumbnailing a little bit more. If you don't know what thumbnailing is, it's basically making little sketches of everything and like planning everything out. And then basically making it so that you can figure out like the big picture stuff early. And not have to do it like get too lost in the details, essentially, right? You don't want to get lost in the details with everything when you're first starting everything out. The Grippers called to me. I know. Jesus Christ. That's so funny. But yeah, so luckily I kind of got lucky in the sense that my second sketch turned out to be good. Oftentimes that's not going to be the case. So get your big chunky ideas out in the thumbnail stage. Like if I were to like have redone it, I would have probably made like a bunch of like little like boxes like this, right? And then I would have been like, all right, like here's the pier. All right, here's like rye here. Like, sorry, what if we had one where our legs were a little more extended, arms are back, and the framing would be like here. Like, you get to work out like all the big picture stuff, and you can do like, all right, this is more in the back, so we I'll indicate with like a lighter gray. All right, this is the water here. Like, I can like figure all the planning out here. All right, so make sure you're not skipping out on the thumbnailing stage. Okay? Okay, don't skip out on your responsibilities. I'm watching you. Okay. Alright, so now after that, or up until this point, everything's pretty similar to how you would normally do any sort of illustration, right? A little bit of planning, composition, figuring out like where everything's gonna go. That's all pretty normal. But this is not just an illustration. This is an animation, right? So this is gonna be starting soon screen. So there's a couple other things we gotta plan out, okay? Which is motion. Okay, that's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Nope. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, something I did was I tried to plan out what parts are going to be moving and stuff. I accidentally deleted some of the layers that I originally did, but I'll just kind of show you on here. All right. So essentially, I tried to map out all the different elements that I plan on moving, right? So like the different parts of the hair, right? So this ahoge right here, that's definitely going to be moving. The ears are going to be moving. Another part I didn't write down is probably the bows as well. And, you know, if the hair is moving, most likely anything attached to it, like the bow, is probably going to be moving too. Okay. I have the tail back here. That's also going to be moving as well. There's going to be probably some slight motion in the jacket because I kind of want her. This actually should be probably a little bigger. I kind of want her to be leaning back a little bit. So we have a lot of different parts that are going to be in motion. Okay. Also, this is supposed to be like this. That's supposed to be like here. I've shifted some things around since that initial sketch. Another thing that's going to be happening here is the water is going to be moving up and down. All right, so there's going to be a little bit of waviness here. Maybe not this drastic, but a little bit. That means this little guy, he's going to be kind of bobbing up and down. And he's also going to be blinking a little bit. So I have to account for that and separate accordingly. All right, so you got to make sure you plan all this stuff out. Feet. Man, this art piece really attracted a very specific subset of people to the stream today. Hi, Dan Devilman. Hey, wait a minute. I am also Dan Devilman. Well, I'm Dan Doe. HHMO, thank you so much for the follow over on TikTok. I am also a devil, or I'm a demon. Both dance who are evil. Yes, we are evil. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to look evil in a maid outfit? God damn it. Swear to fucking goddess. Slay? Well, at least you have good taste, Dan. But welcome in. Ugh. Specific subset? What do you mean by this? Gripper enjoyers. Don't act like you don't know who you are. Don't act like you don't know what you are. You know what you are. Okay? You know what you are. Accept it. Okay? Okay. But once you plan out the movement, like what you plan on moving, all right, that's going to help guide you in terms of what you want to separate. Okay? So if you look through here, I've already gone, everything so far is pretty much separated. Okay? So if I look here, stop. Okay. Okay, so if I look here, this is actually separated. Right there. So that is the kind of the color layer. And this is the quote unquote outline. It's a process we call underlayering in for live 2D rigging, right? So it's not actually, all right, see, look at that. So it's not actually an outline. It sits under. The reason why we do this is because we can do things like this, where we like hide the line art. And this is important so that like if you were to bend this knee, we can like hide the line art a little bit more like that, or we can make more of the line art show to show like the crease of the leg is maybe getting bigger, right? Or like if that leg moves back more, I probably want more of that line art to show. If the leg extends out more, maybe less of that line art's going to show, all right? So it gives you a lot more control when you're kind of rigging this for animation, okay? But yeah, and also since I know what parts are going to move, I also make sure that I don't separate things I don't need to separate. For example, this torso, I gotta be careful not to expose anything I don't want to expose. This torso is this whole piece. It's this whole piece right here, okay? Whereas this arm is going to have a little more motion, so I've separated this arm completely. But I know this back arm, I don't really need to separate it. Dando about to flash us. I didn't do it. I was close. But I didn't do it. Okay? Also, Shiga, thank you so much for following over on TikTok. Appreciate it. Yeah. But it's important to know like a lot of this stuff. Chibi, get out of here! But it's important to know a lot of this stuff so that you can make sure that you are separating what you need to separate and not wasting time on things you don't need to separate. All right. Dinkelberg. Yeah. Okay.
See,
so that's,
you cunt.
I've done nothing. There's nothing to save. Okay. So,
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
I am not. Also, that green screen really messes with that Mr. Krabs one. Also, some other things you can see here in terms of some of the separation, right? The eyes, typically you want to separate a lot more. I didn't do left and right separation yet, so I will do that later. So I got the highlights. I got the pupils. I got these highlights. And I got the irises. All right? Because she is going to be blinking, so we do need all these pieces separated. Actually, there's actually more separation I got to do that I haven't done yet right there. Okay? And another like little method I use for some of the separating here, if you look at this hair piece right here, if you look at her hair, you might be thinking, oh yeah, that's just one piece, right? That's just one piece. Well, guess what? Oh wait. Guess what, Sonny Jim? No, it's not. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, tricked ya. Tricked ya. Tricked ya. Look at that. Tricked ya. Tricked ya. How you do that? Ah ha ha ha. Aha. Piqued your interest, have I, Valken? You're like, what is this sorcery? Okay. So, the way I did this is I made it so that the outline is actually on the outlines on the group, not on the individual layers. Okay. The reason why I'm doing it like this is actually not because I'm going to have that on, right? This is just for me to kind of visually see things a little bit better, right? So it's like this. So it goes around anything that's in a group. So if I were to make like a new line here, right? It also applies the outline there. I know that was a really gross looking line, but like, right? Line on anything, any layer, it'll do it, okay? Because what I'm essentially going to do here, right, is after I'm like done rendering all of these little pieces, which I will be doing today on stream. Once I render all of these different pieces here and make them all pretty looking and textured and everything like that, what I'm going to do with each one of these pieces is essentially what I did over like here, for example. Yeah, we're getting to the piggies, everyone. Okay? Where I make a bunch of like layers around and then kind of attach them like so. Right? So I use that underfill method here. This one doesn't need the underfill method, so I just kind of kept the outline. Boom, boom. All right? And then if I wanted to move that little pinky toe around, all right? Just imagine this is in Live 2D. All right? I could like move it around like that. All right, so I can make it come down. That. And then it can come back up. All right? Yeah, so what I'm going to do with this hair here, for example, I'm going to make it so that this piece, I'll probably mask that. Let me get my more textured brush, use that shade. And maybe I'll do something like this. This is masked, so it's staying within those lines without me having to do anything. And then right here, that one applies a mask, same thing. I can just like do my normal process, kind of paint, and I will always stay within the lines. And then once I'm done with all of that, I take the outline off, and then I grab each piece. I'm gonna grab that one. And then what I'm going to do is just, I have this hotkeyed, but you can do this. You can go to select, expand selected area. I have it hotkeyed to F3, right? And I'm going to make it go up by maybe like 3, maybe 4. Let's try 4. That's too thick. We're going to go select again, expand, and then we're going to go 3 pixels, okay? And then make a new layer. And then I get that line art color that I had, which is that. Boom. Oop. Oh, sorry. I had to turn that off. Oop. There we go. See? And now that has its own outline. If you're wondering what that is, that's just another one of these layers right there. And then I do that same process for this one. And then I go here. And then I go to select. And then I expand the area again by 3. Boom. And then here's the little trick for it. In order to make it so that it doesn't look like this, the layer order matters. I'm going to put all of those under layers. Right? This is an under layer. This is an under layer. You're going to put all the under layers together. Okay? That way, once you're in the animation part of the process, okay, and you move this around, that outline, it stays there. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at that. So if I were to animate that little hair, right, it like maintains. It can go into the form. It can go away from the form. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Yeah. Use CSP as it's meant to be used. I use it as a digital sketchbook, more or less. I don't know much of the function of this thing. Well, that's why you just gotta learn, buddy. It's like I've learned all these functions little bit by little bit over the years, and out of necessity. Right? I'm just like, oh, I need this. I need this. Also, I follow like so many like Clip Studio Paint creators, like, or just artists that use Clip Studio Paint, and they're always like, oh, did you know about this trick? Did you know about this trick? And if I ever see a really cool one, I immediately save it and then try to use it later. Right? Because look, man, like when it comes to the like digital art, you have to know your tools, right? Because like just because a guy has a bigger tool belt doesn't mean he's going to be a better craftsman. But if two people are the same level of craftsman and one has a bigger tool belt, the guy with a bigger tool belt will probably be able to do more things for you, right? If all you have is a hammer, but you're left with just a bunch of screws, you're kind of screwed. Haha, dad joke. Put in some sound effects to put in a laugh track, everybody. Yeah. Editor, computer, put in a laugh track. Thank you. That's exactly it. I have no idea what the tools are in here. Yeah, just follow a bunch of like creators. They'll tell you the hacks. Trust me. They love telling about the hack. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. Okay? I still learn new things every day. Same. I am the same way. A lot of like the like Clip Studio Paint, I'm not gonna lie, looked very daunting when I first got there. Or when I first got it, because there's so many buttons. You're just like, what do all these freaking buttons do? All right. So it can be a little overwhelming at first, but once you like play around with it, you learn one tool at a time. Like you start to figure it out, and then you start to integrate it into your work process. Okay. What, Chibi? What? What is it? Dan Dingus, how dare you? How freaking dare you? Okay. Yeah. But hopefully all these little tools, or like a couple of these tools that I just talked about and some of the planning process, like really help so that you can make it so that your own art process is a little more smooth, a little quicker, a little bit more efficient. Lils, I'm doing the outro of the YouTube video. Stop putting me in the main dress. Stop putting it. Make sure to subscribe. God fucking damn. I swear to God. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew it. I knew you were gonna do it. Don't forget to like and comment as well. And share with your friends. Share with your friends. I hate my chat. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Okay, that was the YouTube part of the stream. I am going to proceed to work and not talk to you for the rest of it. That'd be so funny. I'm just gonna ignore you now, okay? Actually, if anything, I'll probably like talk to you guys more. Okay, now I can have you guys over on my overlay better. Doodle Dando.
Save you, cunt!
Okay, connect. Cool. Open chat. Okay, now I can keep you guys over here. I can see you guys way better.
Kokomalu said my sprinkler goes like this, then comes back like
I hate you, Lils. I hate you so much right now. I hate you so freaking much right now.
How feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Hi, Virago. Is that you? What do you mean? Of course it's me. Eric Flores, thank you so much for the follow. Suffer, I constantly, dude. I'm getting so fucking old. Like my joints, like I took a week off Mostly. I mostly took the week off. And like everything hurts. Like my elbow was like acting up and like I was like, oh, I just want to draw, damn it. Just let me draw. Suplex City, hello. Hello. Hello, Z. Suplex, can you not spam the chat, please? Thank you. Suplex? Yeah. Okay, nope. You're gone. You're gone, buddy. 1 sec, guys. I gotta ban Suplex. Bye-bye, bitch. No, we can. Who? Exactly. They're gone. Want 1K likes? That'd be cool. On phone, by the way, that's fine. Also, hi, Starry. Hi, Kayori. Where are you guys coming from? It's like the craziest TikTok's ever been. Hi. Linux, thank you for the clover. Oh, the gosh. Sarah, I swear to God, I would have lost my shit. Okay, I would have lost my goddamn shit. Okay. All right. Now proceed to watch me render forever. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, now most of the shadow is coming from up above. Hi, TikTok. Hi, TikTok. Ellie! Hi, Ellie. Mods, can we get a shout out for Ellie, please? 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 Please! I'm in a barrel. I can't do it. What the heck did you just say, Sarah? Scootomorphism technique? What the fuck is that? Hi. Hi. Hi, hi. Oh, look at Chibi hitting on more women again. You know what I have noticed though? A lot more VTubers have been like coming out of like hiding. Like it's one of those things where like every once in a while I'll get like jump scared. Like I'll see an account name that I'm like familiar with, like because of like a VTuber and everything, but it's just like a person. I'm like, what the fuck? When they do a face reveal, like I had no idea. That's cool. I'm glad more VTubers are getting more comfortable with it and everything, because I know it can be scary, and it's understandable. It's a scary world. I heard we're hitting on a woman. Yeah, that's... Look, Yumi, your sister's here. Obviously, she's gonna always hit on women if there are women around. Right? That's her thing. That is her thing. Okay? Can you do something about your sister, please? I said to Yumi, as she will probably just do the same thing. Yumi play games? Yumi play games? Chibi's, yeah, this is Chibi's game time, and she's getting antsy. Chibi's actually really antsy right now because she finished our Dual Demons episode. She's waiting to get her good job from me. But I had to like stream and stuff, so like I haven't been able to give her a good job. So that's why she's like so high energy in the chat right now. She's just like, give me my good job. Give me my fucking head pat and my good job. Right now. Yeah, I need my fucking good job. I have to check to see if you did a good job first. Otherwise, it cheapens the good job, right? You want an authentic good job. Am I right? Am I right? Of course I am. Okay. Take me home. I don't like the way that looks. Blend that in a little bit, then we'll go back in. And there we go. We rendered one piece of hair. Be proud, chat. You were here to witness the one piece of hair. Now we're on the second piece of hair. Bear witness to the marvel that is rendering. I've been really liking this like textured pen for my renders. Nope. Grab both of them. I think it adds a cool little extra little bit of interest. Kind of spot where I'm tired of editing and I have no one to play games with. Gee, we played so many games yesterday. We played so many games. We played like 12 games. No, I don't even know how many games we played. Honestly, I think we played like 15 up and up. Today is a new day. Like honestly, like that one, after that day, I'm just like, I don't want to play Overwatch right now. I kind of want to play Power. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I don't even. Do I play Power after stream, or do I just like, do I just keep working on this? What do I do? Also, I got a little sneak peek at some of the rigging of Rise model. Looks pretty good. They're actually working with a rigger that is on my recommended rigger list that I have. Which is Spouve. They do really good work. I try to have like a list of live 2D riggers like around just in case anyone that hires me for model art can have some people that do good work to choose from, because not everyone knows where to go to find one. I think that's also like a tough thing. It's like trying to find like the perfect person specifically for you. Okay, so this kind of messes up a little bit, so we're going to try to fix these edges here. Yeah, that's not always perfect, so we just gotta go in there, make some adjustments. It would be nice if it was. Would be really nice, Clip Studio, if it just made like a perfect point. That'd be cool. Canceled PlayStation Network in protest. Fair. Understandable. Hi, Pixel. Welcome in. Lero. What does that mean? Alright, one piece of the hair done. One piece. Oh, god damn it. Also, guys, something we're thinking of doing, something me and Chibi are thinking about doing is because we are affiliates now over on Doodle Demons with a Z. Make sure to go follow. We might do a stream where we make all the emotes live. Right? So you guys can have a little bit of a say in it. Chibi is definitely going to backseat the hell out of me while I'm making it. I think some of them could be animated ones too, so we can like even make some animated ones, and that'd be kind of fun, right? Maybe we can make one where I'm like Kamehameha-ing Chibi or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, you know, it'd be a funny one. Like, hey, wait, Chad, hear me out. What if we did an emote that was like this? It's 3 emotes, or it's just like, or maybe it's just 2 emotes. It's one where Chibi's like this. There's like a little energy blast. Huh? Wait, 1 second. Like this. And then another emote where that energy blast continues. Like that, because she's always yelling at me. And then there's one of me where I'm just sad. What if we do that? Alright, what's that?
Dinkelberg. Moist. Moist.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to tell my wife about some stuff for tomorrow. You're right, I should save. Hi, Flaming Shadow Wolf. How's it going? Hi. Haven't played Pal World? It is addicting. That's a weird looking fox. I know, right? Such a weird looking fox. No Pal World. No. God, I can't say it too loud. Stop making me say the word, guys. It's attracting wives. It's kind of like Pokemon, but not. You get your own base and claim land and shit. Yeah, you also have guns. You have weapons. But also Sekhmet. You know, ball. Okay, yeah, you can leave her here. No. Not a big fan of it. I tried a few times, but no, I just find it boring. You're boring! Also, if you're playing vanilla, that might be the problem. Like, I hate just sitting there and mining shit for like 12 minutes. So, like, I turn all of my settings up so that like all the mining stuff is like super fast. So it's just like easy peasy. No problema. So I am. Yeah, so essentially I feel like that might be your issue with it, because like that is definitely the most boring part. I do not care for that. Yeah, no. It's very ADHD coded as well. So if you got ADHD, you're gonna be going around like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Yo, this art style's gas? Why, thank you. I do have gas. How did you know? Hi, Cyrus. Okay, now there's some parts where I don't have to do the outline thing, like this part right here. All right, so this is a good example of how I'm going to be rendering it a little bit differently. So here, I'll show you. So with this one, oh, there goes my cat. I'm just gonna like kind of quickly render this a little bit here. Cyrus, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for helping us get even closer to 100,000. We're creeping up on that. If everyone's watching on TikTok, please make sure to follow. That'd be great, so we can get to 100,000 on TikTok. That'll be the second platform I break the 6 figures in, which would be pretty darn cool. Okay, so like I don't like this thick outline on this piece of the hair, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rasterize this. This will make it so that the outline that I have on here, this little outline button, it gets kind of rated,
Yet another
right? It's just now it's just part of it. So if I erase it, right, I erase that outline too. Okay, so I can do one of two things. I can like thin it out a little bit. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of paint on top of it a little. So I'm just like, I don't really want it that much, especially towards the end right there. I can kind of do that. And then I can maybe erase a little bit. This. Right, add a little more texture to it if I really wanted to. And then maybe I'll get like a little bit of that highlight color there. Then it'll kind of like bleed into that line art bit. And that kind of gives it less of a thick line art feel, which kind of makes it just a little more interesting. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What I mean, cuh. Apparently I say that too much. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say it like a lot. You know what I mean? Nah, mean. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I am saying? Yeah, man, thank you so much for the Prime sub. The goat is live. Kami! Hi, Kami. That was my favorite little red monkey. Get this man to 100K now. Get me to 100K now. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Also, thank you for over 1,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you. And I feel like I'm at the point with my art where I've now improved a lot, but it only seems to get harder where I thought... Wait, where'd the chat go? Where I thought it would get a little easier to do at least the basics. So there's a couple of things that could be happening with that. Where are you holding Rocky?
Kokomao
Okay.
said, "Where are you holding Rocky hostage? Speaketh thy Dandamadomo."
Yeah, they're on sabbatical, kind of. Stop maidifying me. When will you and Fortnite? When will you and Kami have a Fortnite battle again? One, that wasn't a battle, that was a slaughter. And two, Kami's retired. I haven't touched Fortnite in a hot minute. But Falcon, to get back to what you're saying, dude, sometimes what could be happening, what stage you could be kind of in right now, is there could be a little bit of a disconnect in terms of like your level and your understanding, right? So there could be a little bit of difference between those two things. Sometimes what happens is like your eyes and your ability to kind of see the mistakes might improve at like a faster level, but your ability to do anything about it is not quite there yet. So there's a little bit of a gap, right? So whenever there's like a little bit of a gap here, because maybe you understand there's a problem, right? But you don't understand how to fix it, right? So you're just like, I know something's wrong, but I don't know exactly what's wrong and how to make it better, right? And this is where it gets frustrating, right? Because you can identify a problem, but you can't identify a solution, right? And this happens to a lot of us, right? And you know, if you look at the line, you still improved. Yeah, you still definitely improved over time. Right? And I've seen some of your art. You have definitely improved, right? But because of this gap, it's going to be a little frustrating. You're going to get art block and everything like that. But there's something we can do about this. We know that there's a gap here, right? Right? So what you can do is, one, give yourself some grace and realize that, okay, I don't think I know why something is not working at the moment. That's okay. The second thing is maybe getting a second opinion, right, on your work and be like, hey, something doesn't look right here. I can't put my finger on it and I don't know how to fix it. Can you help me? Right? Some people have really good eyes and understanding, even though maybe like their art skills aren't like all the way there. Like, for example, like Chibi's a really good example of this. Like, she has really good eyes. Like, she can like pinpoint like, hey, something doesn't look right here. Maybe something with the face doesn't look quite right here. And then like I won't even catch it the first time because I've been staring at the piece for too long. And then I'm like, oh yay, wait, you're right. Let me like refresh my eyes a little bit. Like I'll like do something else for like 10 minutes and I'll come back and then I'll see like something is completely messed up. Right? I'm just like, wow, why did I not see that before? Right? So it's really helpful to get like second opinions on certain things, especially if you know that they have a good eye for these things. And then so it's, but you don't want to only go to that person, right? Because once again, they might be good at identifying the problem, but sometimes they're not going to know exactly what to do to fix it, right? So someone who's dealt with that problem before and has already moved past it, so someone who's maybe a more experienced artist than you, can definitely help you to kind of figure out what went wrong, how to approach it, like, and also might make you think about it in a completely different way, right? So, like getting second opinions or even third opinions, really good. Okay, you wanna not just slam your head into a wall. Okay, stop slamming your head into the wall. There's a door right there. It's called phone a friend. Okay, phone a friend. All right, just another artist. Sometimes even if they're like maybe you guys are like similar levels of artists, sometimes even if you guys are similar levels, you like one person might have a different perspective and you might learn something a little bit different, right? Nah. Oh, freaking Noxies. Flipping the canvas helps. Oh, that does help to refresh your eyes. Yes. I honestly don't do it enough. Yeah, but you gotta recognize the problem that you have, and then you gotta figure out a solution for that. Whether that's doing practice, like specific types of practice, specific types of studies, getting better reference photos, like if it's like a movement thing, anatomy thing, you have to identify what the problem is so that you can fix it, right? Hopefully that helps, because it's all stuff I've gone through. Like every artist goes through all of that stuff. You know what I mean? But I can also tell you that, like, you don't want to just be trying to figure it out always on your own. Sometimes it's good to try, like, you know, it's good to, if you figure it out on your own, that's fine, right? But if you're just always doing it on your own, you can't be your own teacher all the time. You know what I mean? If I don't know calculus, how am I going to teach myself calculus? I could read the calculus book. That might help. Yeah, that might help a little bit. But if I get stuck, how do I fix it? I don't know it. Like, I'm struggling with perspective. Yeah. Oh, well, to be fair, bro, perspective's hard. Perspective's really hard. That's a really challenging one just right off the gate. It's something I'm like struggling with, or I don't want to say struggling with. Like, it's something I'm battling at the same time. So I get it. Wait, did I rasterize it? Did it work? Okay, I did. It's perspective. There's like layers to perspective, right? So it's like, okay, for example, can I use perspective to make a background? Okay, do I understand what a vanishing point is? Okay. For example, like, do you know what a vanishing point is? Okay. Do you know what the horizon line is? Okay. Do you know, like, if you were to move the horizon line up, right? If I were to move this horizon line up, how would it affect everything in that area, right? Stuff like that. Like, for example, like, if I have a low camera, would that mean the horizon line is up or down? Right? If I'm a 7 foot tall absolute giant, does that move and I'm looking straight up, like straight out, does my horizon line move up or down? Right? Yeah, so if a super tall man is like this, basically, if this is Chibi and this is any other normal person and they're looking straight out, what are their horizon lines? Right, this is probably a normal horizon line. This is probably Chibi's horizon line. Everything looks so super tall and far away. I actually don't even know that's right. Wait. The horizon line was? Yeah. Because I think if you're taller, the horizon line would move down. See, like, I'm not even 100% sure about this, honestly. Like, I'm still learning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, there's like this TikTok that I found which animates exactly what happens with the horizon line, the vanishing point, all that stuff, and like how it's manipulated. Let me see if I can find it, actually. This might be a good one to share on stream. Because I saved on Instagram. Also, save your shit on Instagram. Wow, that is a Gooner post as the first post on my Instagram. That's cool. No. Oh, is it this one? Wait. Yeah. Okay. This one's a really good one. Let me see. Let me get this over here. Sorry, YouTube vertical. You might not be able to see this because I didn't set it up, but you guys over here might be able to see it. Okay, here, and then this one will be opera. This one. Why is it not showing? Hello? Hello? Why is this not showing? Oh. Wait. Why is it not showing? Hello? What the fuck? Is it broken? Oh. Okay. Wait, one sec. Wait one sec. Oh. I broke it. And now I don't know where the frickin' thing is. There it is. Okay. Okay. So you can see it here. Okay. This person is Osweltos over on Instagram. Oh, I'm not following him. I should follow them. Yeah. Right? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So the horizon line will
Hellions.
also, like, you can see like the
Ads
tilting
will
of
be
it.
starting
If you
soon.
tilt the head up and down, and if you squat down, you can see what happens to that horizon line as well. Right? All right, tilt it up, horizon line moves down. There we go. All right, so this kind of gives you a little bit of like a perspective as to like what the person would be doing and how it would affect everyone. Something that you'll also notice that's really neat with perspective, if you notice, if all these people are the same height, their heads all perfectly line up. You see that? All their heads line up across that same horizon line. Even if like they were to like squat down or tilt their head, they're all still lined up because they're all the same height. Right? Now, when you squat down, that kind of changes a little bit. Oh, wait, I guess it's only when you tilt. See, even I'm fucking learning right now. I don't know perspective that well. Look at this. How does this work? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, wait, you have to. Okay, this one's a little more complicated. I think what you have to do is like. Fuck, I need to grab this. Okay. Ooh, we're gonna learn together today. All right, we're gonna learn together. This is interesting. We're gonna learn together. Okay, so this is the interesting one because this person is chibi height. This is chibi height. Okay. You can also use photography to understand the perspective by using the camera on your phone, taking photos from different angles. Use the photos to draw guides on. Yeah, that's smart. That's very smart. This is basically the same concept, right? So this is like chibi height. I remember there's like a rule where the way you would essentially measure these people, if they're all the same height, is you kind of use the head. For example, like this person is 1, 2, and like a half, 2.5 heads above the horizon line. If I, oh shit, did I put that on the same layer? God damn, I put that on the same layer. If I were to grab that and then scaled it to this guy's head, it should still be the same amount, like that. Okay, 2.5. All right, this guy here, scale that to the head. Same thing, 2.5. All right, right to that horizon line. Same amount of heads above the horizon line as the head. All right, same thing here. Whoop. All right, so this one's a little different. I remember learning this little trick, funny enough, also on TikTok. I just haven't had enough practice to apply it, and therefore I don't remember it right out the gate. But look, we learned something together. We learned it together, guys. We learned a thing, okay? Now, if we took the image of it when it was more where all the heads were lined up because like the person's head was more straight on, right here, right? It's a little easier to see because the horizon line is essentially eye level. Short, long. Everyone's like directly eye level, so you can see it. The horizon line perfectly lines up with all the heads. Boom. It's the same amount of heads above the horizon line. It's 0 or 1 or 0. It's the exact same middle point for everybody. So the same rule, I guess, kind of still applies, but it's easier to kind of notice because everyone's head's the same. All right, so if you wanted to draw a short person, you would just draw them below that, like this. Then, like, if you look at your server right now, you see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Today's supposed to be kind of education.
Yet another
Loyal subject.
Where'd you put it? I just see a Chibi Chomps with a hedgehog. Is it an art critique? Ah, okay, okay. Do you mind if I show this on stream? We'll do a quick art critique today. Yeah, of course you can. Okay, perfect. Let me get rid of these layers. I don't need these. Okay. Actually, let me just open this in a whole new file. Probably easier. Okay. Well, first off, sorry, there's just a lot of things going on. Okay. Oh. Do you have multiple perspective rulers? Or is it just one perspective ruler? Because if you only have one perspective ruler, I see why you're having problems. Okay. So I see a perspective rule or a vanishing point like over here somewhere. Looks like that's the vanishing point. I'm assuming a horizon line would be here. Like that. Okay. Which would kind of help us to kind of get this box here. Also, I wouldn't recommend using perspective rulers for people. That's just going to make it so, it's going to make it so rigid. Do you know why? Because all of these different boxes follow a different perspective. And it's going to be hell on earth. Because you'll have to keep moving the ruler around over and over. Also, Jane Baines, thank you so much for the subscription with Prime. Appreciate it. Right? So already you're setting yourself to be annoyed as hell. Okay? What I would instead do is try to get the general perspective. Maybe I was confusing myself. Yeah. Like, this would confuse the fuck out of me.
The
And I think
Hellions
I
are
have a
back
decent
from Ad
understanding
Purgatory.
of how to use perspective ruler. So, like, if you're gonna use boxes to just kind of like figure like what is this box? Like, look at this box, for example. Like, where is it? Right? It's like converging here. And this one's converging here. Like, this isn't acute. You know what I mean? Like, if I did quick, okay, but here's the thing, man. If you gotta at least make it so that the shape like conveys something, like gives you the information correctly. Okay, so like, oh wait, yours. Okay, so the first thing I would change up a little bit. If you notice, I changed the box. Right? You know why? These are like the same box. Right? Basically the same box again. Just basically did the same box twice. Right? It's the same box and the same box. And then this bottom box is a little different. Right? It's a little different. So it's a little more, it's more of a downward tilt. Right? Right? But this is going to make it really stiff because these are literally the same thing. You know what I mean? So you can go in here. You can use this box that I made. And not to mention, usually the spine has a tendency to kind of tilt downward in this kind of position. If your head's tilting up, usually your chest will tilt down, unless you're shrimping or something like that. So most likely you might want to tilt the box that way, right? And then for the hips as well, you'll probably also tilt it, but maybe you'll tilt it like a little more. Mm. Yeah, try to be more clear with this. Remember, this is like your construction. This is your foundation. If the foundation's weak, everything just gets confusing. All right? And then you're kind of doing this one. Also, remember, boxes are there just so that you have a good understanding of the planes. Like, that's one. That's one. That's one. They aren't really great for showing off anatomy and structure, right? But if you want to know exactly where the planes are, pretty decent at that. So you know where things turn and stuff. Right? So, and also really good for things like shadow, because then you know like where the shadows would typically go. All right, something like that. All right, bam, bam, bam. These are all like the same plane. That, bam, bam, bam. Okay. But now you have like a little bit of a better idea, and I did this pretty quick, but you can kind of see like it conveys the positioning a little bit better. Right? I think it's because the perspective ruler. I would probably use the perspective ruler for more things like backgrounds, right? Where you don't have to keep shifting the perspective tool around with every body part. Because essentially, like all these boxes, you would have to have made a new ruler for. You see what I mean? Like it would have been such a pain in the ass. Every one of these boxes follows a different perspective line. Right? I would have lost my shit if I had to do that. So for people, there's also a perspective technique called spiral, where you just draw a bunch of spirals in the direction you want the body parts to go. Oh, that's kind of clever. So I think that can really help for like foreshortening, right? So if I wanted to like foreshorten something, like let's say I make an arm come out, you can kind of like do this. Right? Then you can kind of see where that goes. And then basically I have the arm. Kind of make it a little more like three-dimensional. right? Kind of like that, in a way. I'm assuming this is what it is. I actually don't know the spiral technique. This is what I'm guessing it is. Because I used to do similar things with trying to understand foreshortening. Yes? Okay, cool. Yeah. But I would say like try to get the planes really clear first off. Like Chibi, for example, like this one is like pretty good. Right? Like overall it looks fine in terms of like perspective. Like right, this chest is this way. Right. This one's more chest up. It's fine. Right. Chest up, and then hips are like angled down a little more. Once again, all that's a-okay, all that's fine. All right, and then the head's more this way. I know I use a circle for the head, but you know, it's like the side of the head. And overall, this looks fine. Like perspective-wise. Yeah, like the hair placement's pretty good. Like a common problem, like I literally helped someone with this before, where like the hair doesn't follow the same like box as the head. Right? So this would be like the box your head would be in, for example. Right? Some people like will show too much of the top of the head as if you're looking from the top down. But you did a really good job of like making sure like the top of the head's actually a little foreshortened. Like that. Yeah, so that works. Ditch the rulers. So basically ditch the rulers. Yeah, like for people, yeah, I would probably ditch the rulers. For like a cityscape or street, buildings, where you're going to be stuck in that same perspective for a while because everything perfectly is parallel and lined up, that's when you would use the perspective ruler, right? Like, but when it's like a person and it's organic, dude, you're going to drive yourself crazy because every little part that turns, you have to change the ruler. You have to move the ruler around. Yeah. So good job on trying to use the tool, but in terms of where you decide to apply it, you kind of made it really, really difficult for yourself. You tried to apply it in the hardest way possible. You have a Chibi specific question? Sure, fire away. Makes no difference to me. Oh, this is way bigger than I thought it was. Wow, wow, wow. I really love this freaking pen. Got it from Nekorina. Nekorina, I believe is her name. Makes a lot of good pens. A lot of my most favorite pens are either based on her pens. Like I bought her pen and then I adjusted it a little bit. Or they're just straight up her pens. How do you do the shape of her pigtails? I'm doing like big teardrop shapes. But our duos, they're really spiky and nice. I like them better that way. I'm fairly certain pigtail is supposed to invoke the idea of dragon wings. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Bro, this is, you know what I do for the pigtails, bro? This is what I do. I'm just like, like I'm not even joking. Like when I'm doing like the doodles version of Chibi, I'm literally just whatever. I'll just like do this. All right, right here. Connect those 2 points if I can figure out. There you go. You got yourself a Chibi Chomps. Oh. There you go. Chibi Chomps. Yeah, just I don't know. Like, a lot of my doodle style has been developed out of pure laziness. So like I draw Chibi's hair like that because she has too much goddamn detail, and I'm like, whatever, this is good enough. As long as it reads Chibi, that's all that matters. That's just the way doodles are. You just gotta simplify sometimes, and that's just the one I came up with. You're like giving me way too much credit. It's like, oh, it's supposed to look like dragon wings. I don't fucking know. I just drew them. I'm just like, my character was made because I'm lazy. I'm like, I'll just draw a little Dorito and some spiky hair and some ears, and boom, there you go. I'm Dando. I just took all like the basic elements of my full model and I made this thing. That's literally it. That's literally it. You're giving me too much credit, sir. Too much. I just didn't want to draw something complicated because I wanted to try animating. Man, you gotta play around with the shapes, man. Like, getting good at like drawing specific shapes and everything like that, that's a skill in of itself. Like, some artists just have amazing shape language. Like, let me see if I can find something of his. Like, one of my favorite artists, I have a bunch of his prints, is Color Reaper. I think his real name's like Kevin Shaw. See if I can find something from him. Color Reaper. This man has amazing shape language. Like, he pushes everything to an absolute like crazy degree. Here, I got him. Right, this is just a sketch he did. Right? Like, he just has real good shapes. Daniel, can you open the Pal World server? You want me to run Pal World while I'm multi-streaming right now? Yeah. Right? He uses like the minimal amount of lines and shapes, and he gets like the message across. It's crazy. You had to open the Pal World server. I swear to God, guys, I'm going to lose my shit. Give me Crimson Chin. Yeah, it does give a little bit of Crimson Chin, not gonna lie. Alright, if my shit starts lagging, I swear to God. See what I have to deal with, guys? See what I have to deal with. All these bunch of children over here. Can you open the Power World server, please? Can you open the Power World? Papa, I would like to play Power World. I know you are working, but I would like to play the Power World, please, Papa. Play games.
Save you, cunt!
All right, how about this? Give me like 10 minutes. All right, let me just give me 10 minutes and I'll finish up the stream. Okay, and then open up the damn Power World and we're gonna play Power World. Okay, is that good? Can you give me 10 minutes? Can you give me 10 minutes? 10 little minutes? Just go get yourself a little snack. Make yourself a little peanut butter and jelly. Okay. God, I don't need kids. I already have them. God fucking damn it. I already have children. It's crazy in this world. In this economy. God damn it, Dad. Okay, at least when I do this one segment of her bang. I worked on this so little today. It's fine. I usually work better at like the wee hours of the night anyway. I'll say I'm pretty happy with the way this one's coming out though. Yeah. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, but like learning how to like make shapes really good and like pushing like the shape language like is a really good skill set to have. Okay? Color Reaper, great example. Like he absolutely pushes things to a crazy level. That's a really simple one too. Let me see if I can find one where he really pushes it. I also highly recommend following them. I have a bunch of his posters. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a really good one. Like this one, he like really stretched the perspective. Look at this. Look at this one. Right? Absolutely just pulled this perspective like crazy. Right? The fist looks crazy. It's like just like look how like crazy like stretched everything is. Like the form of this was like the flow of the hand is really like I don't even know how to explain it. Just like everything he does, like he pushes the boundary of how far something can go. Right? Got like look at his thigh. Look how skinny it is here. Look how thick this thing gets here. Right? But he has these like really big like pieces here. The chest is like one piece. Just like one piece and it just fits all the anatomy into there. Like it's kind of crazy. Willis says my art is pointy. I mean, I guess. The one piece is real. What are you drawing? I'm drawing a starting soon screen for my friend who commissioned me, Rybite, for their VTuber debut in September. But a bunch of my friends just want to play games, so they're kicking me off the stream essentially. Little fucks. Okay, so if I were to take that off, yeah. All right, and then I would just use that little trick that I did earlier and then make a bunch of those I was like, why is that so thick? There we go. I use that same trick that I did with this part of the hair and then make the little outline layers, which actually might thin up a little bit. I think I made them a little too thick. I might go back in and make them a little thinner. Well, actually, you know what I could do? I could just do this. I could just use my little liquify tool, my favorite freaking tool for everything. I could just thin that up. Super easy. I could thin it up at certain parts. I could thicken it up here. So I like that a little thicker here. And I can thin it up here. Great tool. Best tool. Best freaking tool. It's actually one of the reasons I got Clip Studio Paint in the first place. Is the damn liquify tool. Love it. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we're going to leave it here for the stream today, guys. So hopefully this one was helpful, educational, maybe. We learned something together a little bit too. I got to like refresh my memory on some of the perspective stuff because it's hard. It's hard. Okay. I swear to God. Wait, undo this. Let me. No. 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 Sorry, Dan. I hope I didn't derail it. No. The whole purpose of this stream was supposed to be to help and be educational. Like and also I wanted to upload more educational stuff to my YouTube. So you asking questions, Valken, was actually perfect. It was great. All right. It was perfect. All right. I was using Rise like commission as a ways to show different techniques in art, like and little things that I did in order to make it like animation ready, right? This wasn't I'm working on this art piece stream. This was I want to tell you things that I do with my process so that you can hopefully get, like use them yourself, right? So you're good. You were exactly in line with what I wanted for this stream. Okay. Can you do a small critique on my layout POV if you got time? Did you post it? Where is it? You got 2 minutes. Oh, you did post it. Okay, I'll critique this really fast. Jesus, why is it so big? First critique. Why is it so big? Gamer man titty milk? Okay, first off, no. Okay, so you got some foot action in here. What specifically did you want critiquing on right now? Is it more anatomy, perspective, rendering, how the clothes are, the way she's sitting feels a little wonky? There's a couple of things like that I can like just change up here. For example, like this leg is like broken. Right? I know I'm gonna mess up the word titty milk. So first off, you kind of want to get the anatomy a little more right. Think of the bones. This would be really far for an ankle to point, but it still probably could do that. So I think that'd be the first thing. Also, something with the perspective of the leg feels a little weird. Right? Alright, so this is here. Okay, and your hips look like, for the most part, kind of like this. And your leg right here. This leg just seems really long. I think it's because it's supposed to be in... It's because this one's probably foreshortened and this one's really long. It feels pretty long, like even for that. If it were me, maybe I'd do a little bit more like this. And then the foot would maybe be more like here. So yeah, I'd maybe like shorten that leg up a little bit. This leg's not too bad. This front one's pretty good. But I think the leg is like overall too long. Some of the anatomy's a little wonky, so I'd probably try to fix that. Like you gotta think of like how the bones are right now. The bone would be broken on this one. Okay. Also, she's not leaned back enough. Like, you want her weight on her hand, but right now her weight's on her hip. Right? I'm assuming you want her leaning. So you probably have to like sit her back a little bit. All right, so I'd probably like put her like here, and then like really put the weight onto the hand. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I'd probably see. I think it's because it feels wonky because like her body's like going this way. Feels like she's really kind of torqued. So I don't know, I'd maybe like play around with like the way you position her. Use a mannequin from Clip Studio. That might help a little bit too, because this is definitely like a really complicated pose. So I try to get a mannequin in a similar pose, but think about weight distribution when you're using your mannequins. Okay. Hi, Hollow. Welcome in. Yeah. Think of where the weight would be, right? Should be obviously some weight here, some weight on the hand. And then try to get the mannequin into a position that both looks good and conveys like physics correctly. That would be my first bet. But I will say like this leg is pretty good. This one just needs a little bit of adjustment in terms of the anatomy, and then the yeah, mostly just the anatomy, honestly. And then the upper torso in relation to the legs, you got to adjust a little bit. Okay. But yeah, just try to, so you can try to get your mannequin like the same leg pose, and then just like tweak that upper body position or something like that. That's what I would try. All right. All right. We're going to head out, guys. We're going to see if we can raid. Who should we raid? Raid. Oh, Anna's playing Power World. Oh, there's Bochi from yesterday, too. Who is there? Baz is playing Power World. Maple Chicken is also. We got a lot of people on. Let's see here. Yeah, if you guys can stay for the raid, that'd be great. I think I might just send you to Anna. /raid undead Anna. Okay, gonna send you over to Anna. She's playing Power World. We're also gonna be playing Power World. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for your art questions and everything. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Maybe next week or something. I don't know. We'll see. Bye.